I'm ready.
Go.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Allah. Arius and Larry in Los Angeles. All right, I'm Larry, and we're here at the Getty. Check it out. Yeah, if you like move it around, move the video camera around. Hey everybody, welcome to the Getty Museum. I'm Larry. Arius is behind the camera. Arius, say what's up to the people.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right, so today is a Saturday. It is April 11th, and we're trying to get our minds off of this strike. The strike is coming, Los Angeles Unified School District, and I said, hey, Arius, come on, let's get our minds off. Let's go to the Getty Museum and check out some black photography, baby. So that's what we're doing, and man, we're finished, but you've got to sit and watch it. Now, don't worry, it's great footage. Arius is going to tell you about his experience here. It's a beautiful day in sunny California. Arius and Larry in LA. Black arts movement.
All right. So, what do you think the role of the artist is in the community?
The artist is a risk taker and has to say things and say things in their artwork that people are not comfortable saying. Okay, and so the artist has to do that for the people. Harmonia Rosales, well, she's not represented here, but she's her work is in there. She showed us what Black Eve looks like, what Black Adam and Eve looks like. That's taboo. Shh, don't say that. Don't even, like, where are black people in the Bible? She's telling us, hey, black people are throughout the Bible. Look at Adam and Eve. There we are. So that whole idea is a risky idea to share, because when we walk into our churches, all we see is white Jesus. There's a wall at this exhibit inside. On one side of the wall, there's a photograph of Jean-Michel Basquiat. On the other side of the wall, there's a photograph of the address of a shop. The address is 1090 something, something, something. Why is that important? Or what else? It's a wig shop. I am Larry Wiggs, reporting live for Allah, Arius and Larry at Los Angeles.
All right.
On my first visit here, I was struck by this painting. I keep doing that. It's not a painting, it's a portrait. Portrait by James Van der Zee of Jean-Michel Basquiat. I know the artist. I've studied the artist. I've seen many of his works. I've traveled the world and seen his exhibits all over the world. So I was quite pleased when I saw Jean-Michel Basquiat represented here. And then I was incredibly delighted, incredibly surprised when just across the way from the portrait of Jean-Michel Basquiat, over there, just across this way, right here, sandwiched between these two photos, is a photo that has the number 109 on it. As I stand in this room, I look around and I see familiar faces. Bob Marley, Leroy Jones, Amiri Baraka, Fannie Lou Hamer, Malcolm Little, Malcolm X, Stokely Carmichael, Kwame Ture, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
If you had to summarize the Black Arts exhibit in just a few words, a few short words, how would you summarize it, and why would you think it's important to come up here and check it out?
Familiar, necessary, timely. Familiar, because when I walk through the exhibit, I recognize all of these leaders, from Fannie Lou Hamer, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Kwame Ture, Amiri Baraka, Jean-Michel Basquiat, James Van Der Zee. The list goes on and on. Very familiar. Marvin Gaye, George Clinton. I know these people. This is a recognition of who I am. It's very familiar. All right? That's one. Necessary. We need reflections of ourselves. We need to see ourselves in the arts. All right. This is necessary for Black people in Los Angeles. Come see this work. There's another work of art that's necessary. It's on 76th and Western. A Black
All right.
art. Seeing these familiar faces is pretty powerful. This is like family.
Better wages for your colleagues.
I do.
You don't want to support that?
I do. This is Bobby Seale. There's Angela Davis. Coretta Scott King. I immediately knew that this was Mahalia Jackson, simply from her silhouette. Isn't that wild? These are my people.
You was dressed better back then.
Yep.
So I know that you, no, let me ask you. So who is Nipsey for you, and why is he important? Why is Nipsey important to you?
Nipsey is important because Nipsey was highly successful throughout his lifetime, and he's a beacon of hope, and he demonstrated that it's possible to become a success, wildly successful in his lifetime, in our lifetimes.
So is there, but it seems like for you, it goes deeper than just that, because you've created kind of like a mythology around him and his life and other artists' lives and their connection to him. So it seems like it's just deeper than that. Like, for example, earlier today you talked about there was a prophecy about him. Why is that important to you to get that message out about that?
Well, I think as a Black man, as a young Black boy, having positive Black images, all right, demonstrations of success, of possibility, that's important, okay? That's one thing. So in his way, Nipsey was a success, and he can certainly demonstrate to a young Black kid from the ghetto, from the hood, that success is possible, okay?
So you talk a lot about success. How are you defining success?
Yeah, success. Well, success to me was you go to high school, get your diploma, you get to college, you get your degree, then you get your job, white picket fence, family, and cars. What else can you ask for? That was the American dream that I dreamt of. And when I saw Nipsey not get his, when I understand that he didn't get his high school diploma, didn't have a college degree, but he educated himself. He was self-educated, and then to have the work ethic that he had to produce the music and to grow a team, to be a part of it. These things were just, these are things I think you just can't learn in school. Or maybe you can, but he got it. He got that education without, the high school diploma, the college the college degree, so forth
Okay.
and so on.